Alrighty, in this segment of Google Can Do That with Jamboard, you can see here that I have a demo jam up. Also down here in the lower right hand corner, you can see that I have a second display running, and this is what I would have up on my main LED panel in my classroom, or I could give the link to the students so that way they could view it from their Chromebooks from the back of the room, or had some hard things to see, or maybe in a difficult place. But you can see here going on, I could go ahead and talk about the water cycle, and I could have these things pre-filled out, and then I can drop them in. There is about a second or two delay. So you can see I can start to label this particular part of the water cycle and drag these in, and then the students can see them as well. Now, if I go ahead and change the frames here, I do have to change the frame on the other one as well, but I still get the ability to draw and graph. So let's just say this one is looking up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. You can see in the lower right hand corner, it puts a little icon of my picture. And then I can go ahead and start to identify my rise over run. For half, I should have a positive slope. And then now I can go ahead and graph that. And you can see there that it does drop down onto the one that's in the lower right hand corner. Again, having to change that frame. This one I just wanted to show you here with this particular graph in here. It's nice to have this white paper over here to be able to draw particular things. You could set background, but in this case is what I did was I had the presentation, and I actually then dropped the presentation in here and actually exported underneath here, where you go ahead and hit download. I went and did that as a JPEG, so that way I had this large white area, because when you go ahead and do that, instead of doing it, it won't put this graph in the middle like when you set the background. You can always, use a Google slide to make a background inside of Jamboard to go ahead and then upload and set that background as well. All right, hope that helps. And, throwing this stuff onto the LED panel or having it with a student on their desk directly is one of those ways in which you can use Jamboard.